morning, everyone. Before we start with this Falah conference, I wanted to share with you what we did since 2018 and what could be the future of this project. So I have a few slides to share with you and to get back, thank you, to get back on this journey between 2018 and 2025. This is a global overview and with different steps on which we work since 2018. And this is 11 steps we identified with Jean-Marie and Marine, and on which we work to be there with you today. So the first one is to bring this kind of project, a RISE project, is to identify a problem for societies. As we all know, we have in the region, Pacific region, rapid socioeconomic transition, climate change, and sanitary risk that commonly bring high vulnerabilities on our societies and on our communities. This is a general context we have in the Pacific region. The second aspect regarding family farming, who has a specific place in the region, and the increase of overweight and obesity that we all know in the region too. In the same time, when we started the project, we identify few literature, few studies, few research projects regarding the combining effects of family farming, lifestyle and health, and their consequences on societies, especially on the side of social sciences. So this is a big picture of our project on which we identify the problematic. The second step was to identify a funding source, an adapted funding source, because we are all isolated in the Pacific region in a different island, and we had to think about mobilities, to share knowledge, to share science, to bring to increase the research capacity in the region. So in the EU framework for research, we identified several funding sources, and one of them is the Maja Slodowska-Curie program from Horizon 2020, which is now Horizon Europe from 2021 to 2027. And in this framework, we identify the Research and Innovation Staff Exchange Program. It was our target to get to bring this project and to propose this project to European Union. A second aspect is that between 2019 and 2028, this is a decade of family farming from United Nations. So when we started this project, we were at the very beginning of this decade, and it is totally, this project was totally aligned with the problematic of United Nations. So to do that, to get this kind of funding, we have, and it was for us very important to show the proof of collaboration. And this is what we started in 2015 with different funding sources that you can see on this slide. We get seed fundings from EU with PaceNet Plus program in 2015. Then we had other funding sources for French Foundation, PURN, and to get in 2019 the RISE Falah project. This track record was very important to convince EU funder to support our project. Initially, a first proposal was done in 2016 by the University of Nouvelle-Calédonie with a SPEAK project. It was the first version of the RISE project, of the Falah RISE, that we submitted in 2016. So once we've got the proof of collaboration in the Pacific region between our networks, We fix it in the project, and today we are all in this project with partners from Europe, partners from Europe in New Caledonia in the Pacific region, intergovernmental institution with the Pacific community, Pacific Island, and Australia. This is a big picture of our network with a bridge with Papua New Guinea with 3 institutions. Once with this network, we had to identify a clear objective. And this objective is the main objective of the Falah project. And this objective is to build a network of a research team operating in the Pacific Island that have a common interest in food security and its direct and indirect relationship with the environment, lifestyle, and health. And this is a 3 work packages in which we work since 4 years altogether. In fact, we work from the garden, we propose research, we work in the garden. From the market, this is a work package 2 for family farming. The VP3 is start to consider the kitchen and even to the hospital with chronic diseases. And the 4th one is for sharing knowledge, experience, and training. This is a big framework and the main objectives of the project. But with that, we had to identify a specific framework, a cultural and significant, scientific and cultural significant framework with specific dimensions we have in the Pacific region. This specificity concerns the spatial component between different sites of research, sites where population are living, rural, peri-urban, and urban areas, social components, in schools, in families, in communities, in different places where societies evolve in their daily life. And the 3rd one is the temporal component, regarding analysis at the scale of the day, the months, the seasons, and eventually of the years. So we have these 3 dimensions and cross dimensions in which we analyze, think, and do eventually some recommendation. The mobilities, it's the first EU project regarding mobilities of research between mainland Europe, Europe in the Pacific, 3rd countries, and associate countries. So we have here on this slide the different mobilities that our network can do during the Falah project, with, of course, the 4 fields of application: Vanuatu, Solomon Island, New Caledonia, and Fiji. Concerning the activities, what we did and what we are actually doing is carrying the capacity of research between junior and senior researchers, sharing knowledge between researchers, communities, society, an intergenerational training with the senior researcher and between senior researcher and junior researcher, and applied research for society. This is the main aspects of what we want to do in this project. More than the mobilities, more than the different scientific activities, we have 10 scientific events. We are today in the last one, but if we have a look from where we start in 2020, we did 10 scientific events. These scientific events were realized in different countries, in your countries, in Fiji, in Vanuatu, in Solomon Island, today in New Caledonia. So Falah was present in different countries and organized by you guys and your team. And this is a very important framework and timeline for these different events. To do the research, we had to enlarge and strengthen the scientific bridges, because some of us are not eligible for the RISE mobilities. It's the case of our colleagues from Australia. It's the case of mobilities between Pacific and Pacific. So it's very important, it was very important to support the research, to support the mobility, and all these partners that you can see here supported the project. The dissemination, it's very important. We do science to disseminate in the scientific community, to disseminate in the society, and we have different ways to disseminate. One of them is a collection that we have in Open Research Europe, a journal, free access, open access, and free of charge for the member of the Falah consortium. You can have a look if you click on this QR code. We already spoke about this journal. Some of you are actually publishing in this journal or submitting papers. So in terms of dissemination, today we are around 15 publications in international journal, more than 140 oral communications since the beginning of the program. 40 PhD students are actually doing or have finished their PhD and had the benefits of Falah mobilities and enrichments. So and it's not finished. It's very important to underline this aspect of dissemination. And if you want to have a look on, or have a global view of Falah and what we did in the Falah project, have a look on Cordis EU research results. There is a specific page for us, for Falah Horizon 2020, with different sheets, especially regarding fact sheet, regarding, sorry, I don't have my glasses, regarding reporting and results. So a lot of information when you publish is gathered by this platform, and all the information are here. The data management plan, the ethics, the publication, the member of the consortium. So if you want to communicate on Falah, use this link. It's very helpful for all of us. And we are in the last year of the Falah project, and since last year we think about next steps, because we have here and now a strong consortium. We have to think about next step. We have to think about tomorrow, and we already had some discussion in different workshops last year at the beginning of the year, and I would like to share with you different keywords that are already underlined and in front of the list for next project. You can identify lifestyle, health, Pacific, socioeconomic transition, climate change, of course, well-being, sustainability, environment, and interdisciplinarity. So I hope that during these 3 days of our Falah conference, we will think, considering these keywords, maybe add other ones, to identify a clear view of what we can do together in the next step. It won't be a RISE, it won't be for mobility, it will be for a research program. I think that we are now ready to apply for a research program with mobilities, of course, but not only for mobilities. We had the network, we did this mobilities. The next step from the side of an EU grant, I think that we could think about a research program. So you can have a look on different pages from the European Research Council. There is all the research funding sources. And there is a Horizon Europe strategic plan in English, in French. You can have a look, in French, sorry. You can have a look. There is a big framework for the next step of EU. We will work together, of course, on that after the conference. So regarding this keyword and regarding considering our networks, we have to think now on, with this conference, what can we do all together and how can be the partner be involved for next step. So this is what I would like to do with all of you during and after this conference. And that's why at first I would like to share with you the testimonial of the partners. That's why they will be here with us just after this presentation. We will have the presentation of the Pure Network with Mathilde. It's very important to work with this network, with the different key aspects that the Pure can bring us, and then the Falah conference. All of them, I hope that we will have very interesting next steps for the future. Thank you very much.